She said I was just a stepping stone. I showed her what rock bottom really felt like.
You never expect to be that guy. The one who posts a story online about betrayal, heartbreak, and revenge. You read these stories on Reddit and think,
no way. I'd see the red flags. That would never happen to me.
But then, one Tuesday night, the floor drops out from under you, and suddenly you realize you've been living in a story you thought only happened to other people. Let me start at the beginning. My name's Daniel. I'm 35. I own a medium-sized carpentry and renovation business. I started with a beat-up truck and a couple of tools I borrowed from my uncle. 14 years later, I have 12 employees, 2 warehouses, and clients who trust me to turn entire homes upside down and rebuild them better than before. I'm not glamorous. My nails are always a little dirty no matter how much I scrub. I wear steel-toe boots more often than nice shoes. But I'm proud of what I built. It's real. It's mine. For the past 3 years, my life revolved around Claire. She's 29, beautiful in that glossy, polished way. She works in marketing, always has the perfect Instagram story lined up, knows the best restaurants, the latest wine trends, the influencer lingo. We met at a charity fundraiser a mutual friend dragged me to. I was way out of place in my off-the-rack suit, but Claire? She was magnetic. She laughed at my dumb jokes. She called me refreshing. And for a guy who usually has sawdust in his beard, that kind of attention hit hard. Fast forward, we move in together. 6 months ago, we got engaged. She insisted on a modern engagement, rings for both of us. I didn't mind. I thought it was sweet. I wore the band she picked out for me, proud as hell. The ring I got her cost more than my first car. Didn't matter. I loved her. But here's the thing, Claire came from money. Her dad's an architect who designs multi-million-dollar buildings. Her mom runs a high-end art gallery. Their world was catered events, charity balls, designer vacations. Mine was job sites and weekends fixing my truck. I thought it was just background noise. We loved each other, right? That's what mattered. Or so I thought. The night everything changed. It was a Tuesday night. Claire had her 2 best friends, Natalie and Bianca, over for wine night. They were also bridesmaids. I was in my workshop in the garage, sketching designs for a client. The garage connects right to the living room, and let's just say, insulation isn't great. Voices carried. I wasn't listening at first. But then I heard my name. Natalie asked,
"So, are you finally introducing Daniel at your dad's retirement gala this weekend?"
There was a pause. And then Claire laughed. Not her cute laugh. Not the laugh she used on me. This one was sharp. Cruel.
Oh God, no. I'd never bring him to something like that. He's sweet, but let's be real. He's embarrassing.
I froze. My pencil literally snapped in my hand. Embarrassing. Bianca chimed in.
Come on, Claire. He's not that bad. But yeah, what would he even talk about? Power tools? Nail guns?
Laughter. All 3 of them. Like knives in my ears. Claire said.
Exactly. I just need to get through the wedding. Once we're married, I can polish him up. Train him a little. He's a good provider. Just rough around the edges.
Natalie giggled.
Or you could always trade up.
More laughter. I don't remember breathing. My ears were ringing, my chest felt hollow. She wasn't planning a life with me. She was planning a project. A fixer-upper fiancé she could remodel after the papers were signed. That's when something inside me went cold. I didn't storm in. I didn't argue. I just sat there in the garage, staring at my hands, and started planning. Wednesday morning, I called my lawyer. We weren't married yet, thank God. The house was mine before Claire ever moved in. The lawyer told me her name wasn't on the deed. Clean. We had a joint wedding account, but everything else was separate. He advised me to move half of the funds into a personal account immediately. I did. That afternoon, I looked up her dad's retirement gala. Claire told me it was just
a boring dinner with family.
Nope. It was a huge black tie event at a luxury hotel downtown. Guest list full of executives, designers, investors. Basically, her whole world. And she was going to walk in without me because I was
Too embarrassing.
So I thought, fine. If she didn't want me there, I'd make sure she had a night she'd never forget. I hired a moving company. Booked them for Friday morning. Told them to pack every single one of Claire's belongings. Closet, bathroom, decor, everything. Then I called a car service. Not Uber, one of those sleek black sedans with a driver in a suit. Booked it for Friday evening. Finally, I wrote a letter. Calm. Precise. Brutal. Claire came home buzzing. She'd been bragging to her friends all week that I had a surprise planned. I played along perfectly. I told her to pack an overnight bag, something nice for dinner. Friday morning, she left for work. By noon, every trace of her was gone from my house. The movers even boxed up her ridiculous collection of throw pillows. The house felt mine again. Quiet. Clean. I changed the locks. At 5 p.m., the black car pulled into the driveway. Claire came home with her bag and, surprise, Natalie and Bianca. They wanted to see me.
Sweep her off her feet.
They brought champagne. Claire hugged me, glowing.
Where are we going?
I smiled.
The car's here.
I walked her out, carried her bag. The driver opened the door. Then I handed her an envelope with her name on it. Thick. Heavy.
This explains everything,
I said.
It's time you met your family.
Her smile faltered. Confusion.
Wait, aren't you coming? No.
I kissed her cheek.
Have fun at the gala.
And I closed the door. Inside the envelope was my letter. Inside the car, waiting in the glove compartment, was a small package. The key to a storage unit where all her belongings now sat. Another package, delivered by courier at that exact same time, was on her father's desk at the hotel. Inside, both engagement rings, along with a note.
Mr. Harris, I'm returning these. It seems the commitment they symbolized was not shared. I wish your family the best. Daniel.
The timing was perfect. Claire arrived at the gala in a black sedan, expecting a romantic weekend. Instead, she was dropped off alone, mascara running, clutching my letter. Her father opened the rings in front of his colleagues. Guests whispered. Staff gossiped. The
perfect daughter with the perfect fiancé
walked into the biggest night of her father's career, humiliated. Meanwhile, my phone exploded. Dozens of calls. Texts. From Claire.
How could you do this to me? Everyone's staring. My dad is furious. Please open the door. I can explain.
Then.
It was a joke. You know I didn't mean it. Please, Dan. I love you. Don't ruin us.
From Natalie and Bianca.
You psycho. You trapped her. You're abusive.
She was joking.
You'll regret this.
I didn't reply. Not once. I poured myself a bourbon, ordered pizza, and watched a movie in peace. By Saturday morning, the smear campaign had begun. Vague social posts about toxic men and hidden abuse. A selfie of Claire crying with the caption,
Sometimes you don't realize you're in a cage until you're free.
But here's where they miscalculated. Remember Claire's old laptop she left behind? Password was her childhood dog's name. Easy. Guess what I found? Voice memos. She had recorded their wine night conversation. Every word. Her voice, laughing about how embarrassing I was. Talking about
training me.
Her friends joking about trading up. I clipped the nastiest 60 seconds. I didn't post it online. I didn't need to. I sent it to 2 people. 1, Bianca's husband. 2, Claire's father. My message was simple.
This is the conversation that ended our engagement. Please advise Claire to stop her lies, or I will defend myself publicly.
By Sunday, every smear post was deleted. Dead silence. 4 months later. Life is good. I'm busier than ever with work. Landed 2 new contracts. Spent weekends fishing and seeing friends I had neglected. I'm dating again. Nothing serious. Met a woman who's a nurse. When I told her what I do, she said,
That's awesome. You build things people live their lives in.
she didn't see dirt under my nails. She saw craftsmanship. Last week, I saw Claire at a cafe. She looked smaller, tired. Her father had apparently cut her off financially after the public humiliation. She's living at home again, working an entry-level job. She spotted me. Our eyes met. She looked down and walked out without a word. And I felt nothing. No anger. No triumph. Just pity. She thought I was a stepping stone. She ended up tripping over me, straight into rock bottom.